Hello everybody, welcome to a nice sunny day here in West Antarctica. Hope you guys are all doing okay back on the mainland. I could really use some tea, I feel. There's a lot of things that I brought over and that I can make here, but unfortunately, I did not bring any tea plants, so, yeah, I'm also usually a big meat eater, so consequently, having to deal with basically a 100% vegetarian diet is, not magnificent for me right now. But, you know, I'm dealing. And we have been in contact, we've been talking back and forth, and it mostly seems to be that I'm going to need some kind of drone to find some iron ore because our current situation with the mine is it's functioning fine as like a processing plant, but it's not really practical to just keep expanding it, digging it further deep into the ground, unless we have some kind of actual major infrastructure being placed behind it. And the second that I mentioned that, the engineering department just sort of lit up like Christmas tree lights. And then about a day later, because I only get like a couple of hours tops to like talk to people, just the way that things work, they sent me over some schematics, and that has been added to our sort of, and our engineering database, which is kind of like a big important thing. Brought it over with Sycamore 1, and it's just what I use to make everything around here, because Lord knows I'm not an engineer, so we had to make sure that an idiot could do it, pretty much. But what they called it, what they sent over, was two things majorly. First was a projector, which I'm going to take a wild guess does not function like the one that you might like have in your bedroom to like watch movies and such. Looks to be pretty big, but apparently there are different sizes. So we should be able to try and plunk this onto, say, maybe even just the rover for right now, I guess. And then we can give it an actual full-blown vehicle schematic, and we'll be able to just start, like, constructing that without actually having to place every single thing. That said, I will actually have to have the materials, so I might need to do some dismantling here and there to make up any excess. But yeah, so the next thing after that they sent me was called a merge block. Can be used to temporarily or to permanently or temporarily connect two grids together and function as one grid. Okay, so with that, I should be able to connect things to the base station here without having to use a connector. So if I only want power, for instance, as is most probably the idea with the upcoming drone for finding ores, then I can just use a merge block and it'll be much smaller and less intensive and all sorts. And also significantly stronger. As we can see here, the rover is at kind of a 15-degree or so downward trim here, whereas we probably want an actual, like, drone to just be rigidly in place, because if it's capable of flight, then it's capable of flying off the next time there's a big gust across here. So we don't really want that. That does, however, mean that since I need a small grid, then the thing I'm probably going to be making is going to be a small grid, which means it's not going to be able to deal with the full-sized grid stuff unless we build an adapter. And an adapter is basically the exact same thing that we had way over there when we started like working with the drill. We're just going to use a smart rotor, and that should be able to give us the size of grid that we're looking for. But it does mean I need to actually like dismantle part of my little starter piece here. So goodbye, middle of the H. Okay, right. So now the merge block. Heck willing, we'll actually have the parts for it. Okay, so that's the part that's the side that we want. Got a couple of things, but we're gonna need more in order to get that motor going. Still, it is starting to look a little bit like a Duplo block, so I guess we're getting to progress here. Right. Time to start salvaging stuff. Good news, everybody. We had like 100 girders. So, that's a fair bit of iron to reclaim. Hopefully. Just gotta work on that, and then we can actually order up the remaining parts, assuming they don't just get assembled. I click back to assembly, I guess. One of the things to remember about the assemblers is that they are basically industrial-grade 3D printers. It's a little bit more complicated than that, as I barely understand it, but it basically means that we can build things as just about as easily as we can unbuild things. There we go. Okay. I was half worried I'm gonna have to start working on my, like, removing my roof for a bit there. Okay. Right. So that gives us a nice yellow... I guess we could rotate it. I don't think there's any point to doing so. And let's also extend that out. Just so that we don't have to worry about it crashing into anything. Yep, very nice. Just minor grade piston, essentially. And next step. Get a projector. Okay. So let me just default that so I don't have something bright and orange and whatever just on the side of this. So plonk you there. What do you need? Large steel tubes, motors, computers, steel plates, and other accoutrements. Okay. We'll get there. So, if we hop in and go to the projector, then we should be able to load a blueprint that they sent me, namely Ore Drone V5 Final 2. I gotta say, that does not necessarily inspire confidence. But, oh well. Okay, now let's see if we can move this to a position... Pretty sure that's upside down. We're probably gonna have to try and connect it to the rover, at least initially then. At least initially. So we might benefit from just having a little bit of an arc out. And I'm out of steel plates. Oh joy. Joy upon joys. Okay, so now we go here. This is brand new technology, honestly. I'm surprised I'm doing as well as I am. I think one more on the horizontal. Yep, there we go. Let's have a look at this thing. So, yeah. Basically what's happening here is, as it was explained to me, to be exact, is the schematic and blueprint are stored in the projector, and they're linking directly to the HUD's, the heads-up display, the augmented reality display, that's the thing, in my ASS, and a little bit of GPS coordinates, and it's working pretty decently nice, okay. Well, I say GPS. We don't really have GPS very much here. But okay. So, in order for this to actually... oh boy. What are these things even? Are those electric ductive fans, EDFs? Didn't the hacksmith try and fly with those? I don't recall those going well. But I'm gonna need a lot of stuffs. A lot of stuffs. And I see metal grids in there as well. That's the cobalt material that we had to wait so hard. We had to try so hard to get. Ah, well. For the record, this is definitely a very bad way to do this, and no one should follow my example, but I'm putting it in the record because I want it to be known that I said that this was a bad idea. What I'm doing, by the way, is I've turned off my dampeners, which means I can achieve speeds of 110 meters per second in my ASS, and I'm just ferrying ore from the place that we previously detected that there was iron ore. And hopefully... okay. Managed to not splat myself across the side of the hillscape here. Don't do this, kids. Never do this. I shouldn't even be doing this, but I need more iron. Oy. Whoa. Okay, this thing's getting a little heavy for the rover. This is definitely going to get tricky. But at least it hasn't smashed itself yet. If we're lucky, I could just weight the rover down with a whole ton of gravel. Come on, rover, I know you can do it. What if I help? Come on. Oh lordy, there's a decent chance here that we might actually fly and we might actually send the rover into Sycamore 1. Which, suffice it to say, would be bad. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. There we go. Good rover. Oh boy. Still want to put more in there just to make sure that this stays put. I probably could have stood to just get rid of all of this gravel, but it's actually proving to be a very useful ballast right now. It worries me that the projection is wobbling. It worries me tremendously that the projection is wobbling. Okay. Now all I need to do is get the battery, or at least one battery, ideally all of them, and then probably the... ooh. Probably, yeah, I'm gonna want some thrusters working. Because all I have right now is this one. And something tells me a sideways facing thruster is not going to be enough to get this thing off the ground. Small hint right there. How are we doing for power? 5 days? Oh, okay, yeah, rover will take it. The rover was built to be a workhorse. Oh dear, okay. Okay. Should be all of the power cells I need. Heavy as they are. So really, really hoping that the gyroscopes in this and the thrusters are sufficient to hold this thing in the sky. Off the ground will suffice. Okay, a little initial charge, but the rover should be able to help out with that a bit, although Lord knows I have no clue what this is going to do to the rover's battery. And then we just need to disconnect it and hover it over to that landing pad. Okay. How's the rover looking? 10 hours. 10 hours of power. Oh boy. Yeah, we need to get that off. Okay. So, you Just stay right where you are. I hope. Please do not fall. You totally fell. Okay. But you don't appear to have broken anything, so that's progress. Okay. So, we go through here. That looks like it, alright. Remote control. Will not let me control. Huh. Okay. Well, I should at least be able to drive this off. Just be careful not to graze it at all. Okay. Now, how much power did that thing have? Battery 1, depleted in 3 hours. Okay. 3 hours to figure out what's going on with this remote control, then. Shouldn't be too difficult there, I hope. Alternatively, I might be able to use coordinates and just have it fly by itself. I hope. Okay, so if we stand about here, let's see if we can't actually get this to work. So, new from current position. Okay, call that drone landing pad, I guess. Right. Okay, and then we go over to somewhere. There, okay. Go to here. Remote control. Waypoints. I have no control. Oh boy. Okay, there we go. There we go. Add. Right. And we want you to go one way. We do want you to avoid collision. We might as well set you for precision. And go. No? Oh, there you go. Okay, it's moving. It is alive. It's trying. But it doesn't seem to understand up. That said, it did seem to allow... It did seem to have allowance there for controlling. Come on, please tell me. No? Really doesn't want that one. Okay. Come on, why am I not seeing upwards thrust from you? Worryingly, I'm seeing a lot of thrust from you that's towards Sycamore 1. Come on, please. Please don't hit a national landmark. Okay, okay. Might just need to tear out the remote control and have it rebuild. You don't know there's a gyroscope here. Okay. How about now? Now we can control you. Okay. I'm hoping that that includes the capacity to actually get you to go up. But I guess we'll find that out. From there to there. Can we seriously just not... It does still have the data in it. I must not have wiped the drive there. I don't have... I wonder if the thing is... I think the antenna might actually just be set really, really small. That could be it. I doubt it. Broadcast radius 50,000. Yeah. So what's going on with you? Control thrusters is enabled. If I say that, then... Ah, because your thrusters are turned off, it seems. And yet you don't want to go literally anywhere, it seems. It feels like it doesn't understand that it has thrusters. They're just not moving. So the only thing that's actually controlling this right now is the gyroscopes. That explains a bit. So why aren't the thrusters working? They can't be overwhelming these two huge batteries, surely not. And yet, they don't seem to be capable of moving. Like, at all. Well, this is a great start to the flight, the flight history of new Millennia, that's for sure. Oh, thank God. Okay. So now, these engines are definitely blowing. Oh boy. Let's see, then, if we can get the remote to work properly. So, drone landing pad, forward direction, autopilot on. Yeet! Oh, thank God. Thank God. Okay. Just figuring itself out. Okay. Okay, come on. You can do this. I believe in you. I think only having the one gyroscope might be giving it a little bit of trouble. But it is more or less working. More or less. It's making its way over. And hopefully it doesn't burn through the hour or so of power it still has. Really? Why? What? Do I? Just when we had an antenna on this place. Apparently not. Okay, gonna have to do this from the rover. Come on. Let's have a look. Autopilot off. Which hopefully does not mean it just fell out of the sky. Oh good, okay. Grand. But you're still not gonna let me control you. Okay, alright. But you're flying, so that's good. Okay. So if I can't control you from there, we'll just try and do it from down here. Let's also grab the gyroscope that I took off this thing to make sure it wouldn't, like, just die, essentially. Okay. So, remote control. This is definitely not what I would recommend doing, but we're gonna try. We have literal minutes of power. Engaging the merge block. And there we go! Haha! Right, now I do want to actually, like, tell this thing to, not have its engines on while it's doing that, because it's probably just draining power a ton. And evidently I'm gonna need some kind of seat and antenna over here. But I think that's a good. So let's just go to the remote control, control it, shift it up a little bit, turn on the merge, turn off the engines, and there we go. Haha! Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. And what are those batteries saying? How are they doing? Fully recharged in 3 hours. Lovely. Okay, let's also get the rover back into recharge. Oh, and let's also, like, actually take these pieces off the side, because that's just unsightly right there. There you go. One of these days, I will actually put your solar panel back on. But it is not this day. Because we had enough trouble just getting that drone finished. Okay. Come on. Easy does it. Oh. Right. So a seat. So I can actually, a seat and an antenna, so I can actually control this from the comfort of my own home, as it were. I guess I could theoretically control it from over there, but it's probably wiser to just be right by the rover. And then we can fly this thing around and discover where there are ore pockets. Obviously, we already know about that one, but that's 5.7 kilometers away, so if we can find something that's much nearer, then we can start building a mine of some kind over that. That said, it didn't take a whole ton, like literally just like an ASS full of iron ore, and we had basically all of this, which is pretty nice. And of course there's also these lights on it that just in case things go south and we can't really see much, then yeah. But whew, okay, yeah, so antenna, chair, go find iron. What hour is it right now? Like what time is it? Oh dang, I really need to get some sleep. Okay, right, well, I will catch you all next time. This is an adventure and a half. This video was brought to you through the support of my patrons, whose souls are bound to my will in a mutually beneficial pact from which my influence over mortal affairs grows stronger by the day. To forge your own Faustian bargain in exchange for cool rewards and bonus content, look within your browser at patreon.com/line.